4-1.
He currently has the most wins in the National League.
Come in, Cole. Right here. Yeah, bounce, bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look, yo, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoe. Like baby, where the egg. Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I give back a hate. Poof, get out of here. I say congratulations, your old renovated. You lazy, my boy. Why you hating, my guy? You bought her come back or something. She come and play with your heart.
Not exactly. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Milwaukee.
Line drive to center field. Almora patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain if this game moves along. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bases anymore. So that's already a big year in terms of stealing bases. And he's not even done yet.
Here's Ben Zobrist. Now, he had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So a spotless top of the first for Cole Hamels. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. Chase Anderson will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't very good, mainly because of control issues. Walked 5 batters in his last start, and he certainly can't do that in this one here, or he's going to come out on the short end of this one.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
When you're drawing up plans for your club in spring training, you'd love to have pop and power from your corner outfield spots, and they certainly have that in this guy right here.
Dan, D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Smoke toward the hole. Hira on the grass. And that's out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Currently 9th in the NL in hitting entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Favorable call in there for a strike. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He's running. Pitch inside the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early in the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out. There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kane is going to get there, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up in Chicago, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Ryan Braun now. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's a .318 hitter. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3 and the side is retired. In order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Number 21 for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And patrolling center field today, Lorenzo Cain, one of the better defensive outfielders in the game. The ability to cover a lot of ground and hit anywhere in the order from the top to right in the middle where all the damage is done.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet.
1 second. That ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So striding in, Victor Caratini. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-1. This is line to left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the Ivy. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. The relay, the tag, and he's out going for third. But they do play to run on the play.
The pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Cole Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. In there, and it's 0-1. Previously against Cole Hamels, decent numbers. He's 6 for 15. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting it, the shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Ground ball foul down the left side. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
That just misses off the inside for ball one.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Stepping up to the plate, Chase Anderson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. Here's Chris Bryant now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Zobrist has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Riding in once again, Anthony Rizzo hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ball 1. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The relay to second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here's Javier Baez. Fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Now the pitch. And it's 1 and 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2 and 1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2 and 2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. Popped up front in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Rizzo leads off second with 1 gun in the inning. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mike Moustakas, runner in scoring position with Cedron. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
1-1 the count. One and one, here it is. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out here and a runner at second. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Ned. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hit out towards second. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Now at the plate, Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Hiura is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The set and the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the... Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Albert Almora.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Perez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping into the box, Victor Caratini. And recall, he doubled his first time through, but was thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Caratini stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That misses 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And it's fouled away. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field, and that's in there, base hit. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's lifted the other way out to left. Perez is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Ground ball foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
The 0-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th, and the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Russell behind 0-2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Addison Russell goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Now the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. There's Baez. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back to the top of the order now, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber.
The left fielder, Kyle.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Chris Bryant. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
He's set, and the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Bryant, the runner at second with 1 away. He pulls this one into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. 1-2. Here it comes. Fouled away. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. But no chance to recover. Baez is on at first after the strikeout. Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. And no runners at the corners now. Baez breaks from first. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Popped him up. Grandal moving to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lorenzo Cain. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
First offering on its way. And they start him out away with a called strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over the first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Grounded down the third baseline. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Yelich. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Cain leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Hamels up to 73 pitches now for the afternoon. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hayward back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. A throw behind the runner at second. Back in standing. Hamels comes set. 0-1 pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And Hayward will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Brewers. Junior Guerra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Previously against Junior Guerra, he brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Guerra, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. And Hayward has a base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini as he rips it on the ground to second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month. You're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Striding into the box, Kyle Schwarber. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. One and two now.
1 and 2.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Keston Hiura. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
The first baseman, number 8.
Steve Cishek comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 down.
Steve Cishek.
Settling in now, Hernan Perez. No hits to this point.
The left fielder
drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. Digging in, Chris Ryan. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line. Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock.
The scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Runners on the move for second. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Previously against Junior Guerra, he's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Behind 0-2 now. 3 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. They'll stand alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and Rizzo's retired as well. A double play.
The batter, number 9.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping up is the shortstop, Javier Baez. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll. So coming to the plate, Addison Russell. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Addison.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Almora in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Lorenzo Cain. He has no prior history against this pitcher. 0-1 the count. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Russell leads off first with 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
That's popped up. Moustakas over to his left. 2 down.
Now batting.
Standing in, Ben Zobrist. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And another foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Josh Hader is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Milwaukee, number 71.
So stepping in, Mike Moustakas. Steve Pearce is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. And he fouls this one off. 287 the average coming in. 18 homers, 56 runs batted in. The 0-1. Popped him up. Grandal over to his right. 1 down.
the center fielder, number 5.
Now to the plate, Albert Almora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And Braun will handle this one for round number 2. Stepping up now, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Hader is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Steve Pearce will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. In is Christian Yelich. Kike Hernandez will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Cole Hamels in line for the victory, showed the lead hold. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the Blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Keston Hiura waits on deck. And he looks at one that misses. And that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he touched out a walk. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little...
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Chicago Cubs win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Cole Hamels wins his 19th decision of the season. Craig Kimbrell closes the door for the save, his league-leading 54th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.
Sinatra. Pepe. Satisfied. Oh, you got the studio shot out. You feel good about yourself right now. Satisfied is 6. Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 3-0. The Cincinnati Reds put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Cardinals on the road 10-8. The Colorado Rockies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-1. The White Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-4. The New York Mets tallied 5 home runs overall as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 11-10. Hyunjin Ryu nabbed his 15th win this season, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 2-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Padres had 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-2. Tyler Glasnow won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as Tampa Bay downed Cleveland 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-2. The A's combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 3-2. Grayson Greiner was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 6-3. The Orioles totaled 11 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-3. The Angels amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 11-7. The Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-3. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did.
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep a drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like Lupita. Peter Piper pick up. Make my millimeter. Chilling on the chain, but the seats is heated. Shawty wanna race like a beaver. Leave it. Spent 3 G's on the sneakers. Like 3 stripes in the slash. I'm undefeated. Rick Owens, I'm tiptoeing. Push button, Kim Jong. Roll through, looking so cool in the old school like Vince Vaughn. Vroom, vroom. Nitro hit the turbo. Pull that. We don't want no. Cop the coupe, drop the roof, pop out the top like I'm a turtle. Oh, then she turn around and throw it in reverse though. Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Watch out. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse.
Yeah, been at, throw it backwards. Moonwalk into the like I'm Michael Jackson. Make a with your turn into an actor. Shimmy eye and this. I get close from Vaccarello, I get Celine from Slimane. I get packages from Paris, drop that FedEx on my name. I get runway off the runway to the runway on the plane. Told you we are not the same. See that spider switching lanes? Give us some gas, look at the dash. What is he doing? He going fast. Look at him whip, look at him smash, look at him skirt, look at the cash. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a man that's gone insane. He's on stage in a straight jacket, this is not a game, yeah. Like a candle, I've been too much to handle. This velvet jacket's fragile, okay, be careful when you handle, please. Yeah. Your hands look kinda dusty, please be careful how you touch me. In Paris, out the country. Ay!
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk.
will come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing and the next there was life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon. And then all of a sudden it's a cloud of doom. It's a trap and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. We all fell down from a giant dying star. Stardust on the breeze, pick an avatar. From nothing into all and then the next thing to arrive is a terrifying fear of how you're supposed to live your life. It's a trap and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's a death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar. People everywhere will try to bring you down. Those jealous, they will try and take your crown. It's easier for them to put you in a box, keep you safely locked away because they hate it when the boat's rocked. Come on, they don't tell us who we are, so when they try and lock you up, go and get the crowbar. It's a trap, and there's no comfort fitting in a fake safety that no one believes in. And if it goes against who you think you are, it's the death of happiness. Go and get the crowbar.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Settling in now, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Milwaukee, the center fielder, Lorenzo.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty D. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams. not to lose focus at this point of the year and keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this team's lineup is dead last in batting average, and I tell you what, that does not bode well for the rest of the season. If you do not have professional at-bats up and down the lineup, or at least 6 to 7 guys, it is eventually going to catch up to you.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. In is Christian Yelich. His past history against John Lester, he has a 3 for 12 line. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Gone in order are the Brewers, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 33 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. On to first, and they get the double play. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Yelich is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. At the plate, Keston Hiura, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1-0 count. Here it is. And it's fouled away. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7th, the left fielder.
So digging in now, Hernan Perez. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. No balls and a strike to count. And he misses with it 1-1.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in as an offensive player.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. And in now, Mike Moustakas. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Perez sprinting after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. This is in the air to left field. Perez giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Contreras, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. A ball and a strike now. Two balls and a strike.
Yeah.
The 2-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet. But the bases are loaded with one away.
The pitcher.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there. But you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Has a look, now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Moustakas, the runner at third. Hayward at second. Contreras is over at first with one away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now. So it's back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. The throw here is not in time. He beats Grandal's tag.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, Dero. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bond, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one. Here's Addison Russell, a matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
Batting 9.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. Strike taken up in the zone. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Count remains at 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Cain. First time up, he went down looking. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down 3-0.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average, and talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Rizzo.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Line hard to center field. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out. Happy to have you along here on the show on a fine Sunday afternoon as you take a look at our upcoming schedule for the week to come. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Fouled away. The 2-2. hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. 2 down. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. And that misses ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
2 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Moustakas will take the turn and hit for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Albert Almora, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yasmani Grandal. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Schwarber is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Gone in order. Here's Jason Hayward now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. Hit on the ground to third. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box now, John Lester. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second, fielded by Moustakas. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So one gone in the Milwaukee fifth, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. And he takes ball one.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And he fouls this one off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. Bryant's got it. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Now batting, Hernan Perez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Grounded up the first baseline. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Liner toward right center, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough. And now back to the leadoff spot from the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Kyle Schwarber. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Kris Bryant will be next. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Here's Kris Bryant now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
From the stretch. Bullet back up the middle. Kane is right there, 1 down. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Strike one to start the at-bat. Schwarber, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Stays alive. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here comes another 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Full count, 3-2. Three-two pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box, Addison Russell. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
To 1-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. Try again, 1-2. And another foul ball. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. And he lays off there, 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber on the move. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 2.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Now batting.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes on 0-2, and he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here. Bert Smith enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
For the Brewers.
So striding forward now, Mike Moustakas. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. fouled off. One and two. Here it comes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Kane is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder.
Now in the box, Albert Almora. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Smith, a native Texan. He was a first-round pick back in 2017.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
That misses 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Almora, base runner at first with 1 out. Count even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. He pulls this one into right. He'll get it into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Kane is there. 2 gone. So here now is the pitcher, John Lester. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Down the third baseline, scooped up on the backhand, and a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Oh, he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets him going.
Standing in now, Keston Hiura. Line drive to center field. Almora patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
Ryan Braun.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in, Hernan Perez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Strike one to start the at-bat. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Almora is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jacob Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jacob Barnes now playing left and batting 9.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Eric Thames.
Ball 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swinging a soft liner. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in once again, Addison Russell. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozens strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Stepping into the box, Eric Thames. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. The Cubs are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Still even at 2-2. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can set. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Next for Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Thames, the runner at second with one away. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Ben Zobrist. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Brewers. Junior Guerra will come on in relief now, and he'll be making appearance number 80 on the season thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. And he lays off for ball 1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Ground ball right side, straight into the shed. Russell has it, and that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Almora. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Liner towards second. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season. Well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. You don't need to meet, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
I know one thing, with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2. Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Fouled away.
Yelich.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Christian Yelich is retired to kick off the ninth. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Yeah, this guy continues to impress with his bat. He's playing the most demanding position in the game, the position that takes the most out of you mentally and physically, and he's putting up these kind of offensive numbers. Catchers like that are like unicorns. Super rare.
Craig Kimbrell answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
In now, Ryan Braun. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Scooped up. Throw on the first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs break out the brooms at home and sweep their division rivals.
Well, a lot of people would never consider a reliever for the Cy Young Award. Hey, we can argue that point, but I know this for certain. He deserves a few votes. That's 55 saves on the year, and I'll tell you, he's a rare talent.
5-2 the final today. The Cubbies earn their 116th win, tops in the division. John Lester earns victory number 22 this campaign, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look back at Sunday's news and results. Looking first at the NL Central, John Lester got the victory on the mound, and his win total climbs to 22 on the year, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 5-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. As of right now, the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Brewers are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-3. Heading into the day, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds are 2nd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Colorado Rockies earned the 4-game series sweep as they walked off to the extra inning win over the Pirates 8-7. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Wellington Castillo had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the White Sox took care of Atlanta 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Braves sit atop the NL East, 4 games up. And the White Sox sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division. They're 7 games back. Justin Miller got the win, number 7 thus far, helping Washington get past the Marlins 3-2. As of today, the Nationals are in 3rd place in the NL East. They're 7 games back. And the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Mets put up 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 9-5. In the standings, the Phillies are in second place in the NL East, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race, while the Mets are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they got a road win against Arizona, 9-4. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in fourth place in the National League West, 8 games out of first. And the Dodgers are atop the division, 3.5 games ahead of second. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 2-1. Heading into the day, the Giants are in last place in the NL West. They're 19.5 games out of first, while the Padres are second in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Tampa Bay Rays completed a 3-game series sweep as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians, 4-3. Entering the day's action, the Rays sit in first place in the American League East Division, 6 games up on second place, while the Indians are leading the American League Central Division, a sizable 7 games ahead of second. The Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they blew out the Jays 7-0. In the standings, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Astros are atop the American League West. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second. The A's knocked out 12 hits as a team as they pummeled the Yankees 9-2. As of right now, the Yankees are in second place in the AL East, 6 games out of first. And the Athletics are in second place in the AL West, only a game-and-a-half back. Fernando Romero picked up win number 8 this year as the Twins disposed of the Tigers 5-3. As of today, the Tigers are in third place in the AL Central, 12.5 games back, while the Twins are fourth in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Baltimore Orioles combined for 4 total home runs as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-1. Entering the day's action, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles sit in fourth place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the victory in extra innings over the Red Sox, 7-6. At the start of the day, the Angels sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Red Sox are in third place in the AL East. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers, 9-3. As of right now, the Rangers are in third place in the AL West. They're 15 games back, while the Mariners are fourth in the division, 17 games out of first. And that's what's going on around Major League Baseball heading into this Labor Day holiday. Check in again tomorrow for all the latest.
Twisted Sundays is about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make thorough bread without the stable while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just receive better from the king of Bedford. Stop vexing. I swear Biggie taught me lessons. My guess is his propensity for excellence might not get discussed by the adolescents, but I'm blessed with, yeah, the gift of carrying torches. Sometimes I get nervous as a suitor that's entering courtship. Ooh, then I get to feeling euphoric. Holy flow, every bar low-key should be pinned in the, ooh. And look at, she's so gorgeous, she be with me whether I was flipping a Tesla or Taurus. Ooh, I'm a mess, I'm a horror, but I've been blessed kinda sorta. Every bar brick and mortar, can't sing, but I'm known to finesse on the chorus. You can't see the flow unless you using the eye of Horus. Ooh.
Hey look, now that I've got your attention, peep game.
Ooh.
If you was whack and you came up with some paper, he's still lame.
Yeah.
Live by the G code every day. It ain't a game.
I promise you it's different.
So don't compare how you move to the real. It ain't the same.
One time for the West though, 2 times for the youngin' with the best flow. Lame ducks be like, what pond you from? I tell them harder than when monsoons come. And they chase cheese, only dipping when that fondue come. And run that bass till they heart go out just like you, son. Hey, look, this for my partners who low-key pitching around. And those that laughed at me when I stayed at my mama's house. My pocket's fatter now. My mama see something to brag about, and I spit punches and